Hello. Think-
Okay, let's see what's happening over on YouTube. I should appear on YouTube in a minute, and that will be that bit of it working. It was showing a blank screen a moment ago. Somebody's watching it, so there you go. I'm back. Right, so I am on YouTube, but I still can't see your Fonz. If for another, you could just refresh again, then we might get this. Fortunately, YouTube has a video editor, and that means I can cut off the beginning of this show, and hopefully we'll get a shout out of it. But Fonz, I'm going to X you, and you can come back in. I'm going to X you again. Right, if you can come back in again, we'll see what's happening. Okay, time to contact Be Live support. Okay. Yes, this is not good. I've got to say that when technology works, it's beautiful, but when it doesn't, um, it's absolutely crazy. So I'm going to go for a minute. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to change something. That's it. That's that change. And that should have changed the quality of the picture. I'm going to close every single tab I've got open. And Fonz, I can't see Messenger. So messaging me on Messenger ain't going to work. If you can see me, if you're watching this, then could you try again, please? I'm going to ditch that as well. This is a no-go show. Oh, wait a minute. Right, okay. Right, okay. Where were we?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Well, oh, you're not there again. Oh, you weren't. Oh,
Can you see me now?
I can see and hear you.
Yeah.
But can you just describe the problems that you had?
Well, I was probably sitting in the background, and you could probably sitting there trying to talk to me, and just getting no reply while I was doing a few bits in the background.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for you to come on, and then I got booted out. I think you booted me out to make me realise that I couldn't see you. So I came back on, still had problems getting back on. All I could see was a blue screen, light blue screen.
Yeah.
And even on my phone, trying to log in on my phone, it was just booting me out, saying the broadcast was over and booting me out.
Yeah. And John's joined us. He can see and hear us both, and so can Angelica.
Good.
Thank you. Right. Okay. We got there in the end.
It's one of those things, isn't it?
It is. It is. I know they did a mega update. Yes. Support gave me the usual standard response. So I said that you and I have been doing this together for nearly 2 years, and we sort of know what we're doing most of the time. But yeah, okay. So one of the things I want to do, if I can sort of get to it, yep, I can get that. Right. Okay. Now I've had to ditch everything so to get us to this stage. So I need to bring it back. And
not at least it isn't my computer. I started to worry it's my computer. But no, the other thing I've noticed about BeLive, I don't know if you can mention it to them because you could probably get better for it. When I record something and then download it, the speech is out of time, only by a brief second. It starts off perfectly in time, but time it comes to the end of the broadcast, the speech is out a little bit.
Right.
To the picture. So you got Toxo going.
Yep.
And then he goes, bye. After.
Okay. The video and the audio, as we know, travel separately. Yeah.
Right.
And are then recombined. Now, if your internet connection is good, the recombining is perfect. If your internet connection is not good, then you get the out of sync problem.
All right. So it might be.
Or if something goes wrong with the syncing program. Yeah.
It's happened a couple of times, not all the time.
Yeah. I'm just trying to. I've got a show later with. That's better. I've got a show in less than 2 hours with Marco.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the top 10 mistakes that you can make going live.
One is going live with me.
No, the first one is that when you're actually on screen together, if you've got more than one person, you should both be the same size.
Yeah.
Because if one of you, it doesn't work.
I know what you mean. If one's zoomed in and the other one's not, it's like when you're filming. I don't know if you know, but when you're filming interviews, It's really weird because loads of people sit the individual in the middle of the picture, but actually it's not. You have to have them to the side.
Is that the right side or the wrong side?
Yeah, the right.
Which is that side?
Yeah,
we're going to lean that way.
Yeah, yes, that's the right side, I think.
We'll check that afterwards. Yeah, for it to be natural, you've got to stop looking at the camera and look just right of the camera or just left of the camera, depending who's where.
Yeah. And the other thing is when you got people, it's really strange. The other thing when you're doing interviews, which is quite funny, because you ask the person the questions, you film them answering. I've done this, film them answering.
Yeah.
And then when they've sodded off and gone somewhere else and doing their everyday life thing, you then have to sit there and ask all the questions again. So the camera's pointing at you. Yeah. So it looks like you're asking that person. And it's quite amusing, really. It's quite, and you can get back shots of their back of their head or you could be asking them if they're still there and they're still hanging around, you get them, you asking the question and them just mining a load of rubbish and they just edit the audio in.
Yeah. Okay. But hopefully now we're in sync and a bit live on YouTube. I managed to, because one of the problems we have at the moment is we can't schedule. So I posted into the Belivers group and onto my page. If you caught that and you've got a blank screen, our apologies. These were technical difficulties beyond our control. We have persisted and we are here. Now, one of the things you want to talk about today, Fonz, is your Cambridge Historian shop.
Yeah. Well, it's a part of the Cambridge Historian project. I do apologise for me keep coughing. It's that winter thing.
Would you like to?
Yeah, do you want me to talk about it? Yeah.
If you want to share your screen.
Of the shop?
Yeah.
I wasn't quite ready for that, but I'll do that now.
Oh, right. Sorry, I threw you. Yeah. This is live.
Well, no, I did have it all set up a bit earlier.
Yeah, no. So
technology. I reset my computer, everything, and technology wasn't playing the game.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. I'll see if I can get it up now.
Okay, I've got a copy, but what I realised, and I'll bring it up on screen now as it comes through. What I realised is that I can't talk about it, so it's best if you show and talk about it, and I'll put the page up on screen, and I shall turn my camera off. I shall put your picture in picture that way around.
That way around, yeah. That's a bit
better. It's all yours.
Brilliant. Yeah, no, well, what it is if we look at, do apologise for my coughing, it got tickly throat. Cambridge Historian, for people that know me by now, that I do about local history, so you can get history, photographs, video, it's running slow, even now audio. We did have a radio station, but they come very time consuming, so I just decided to just do little audio bits where interviews that I've done in the past. So this one's from it's just disappeared. It's come back again. The story of Mackay's in Cambridge, told by Duncan Mackay, which I did in 2014. So I'm digging out some old radio interviews that I've done and taking them from the radio shows and just sticking them on there. So that's what Cambridge Historian's all about. Now, of course, to do all these things, it costs money, basically. And although it started off as a personal project, it's come quite interested by lots of people, not just locally, but worldwide. And it's growing and growing. And I did consider about business advertising. Actually had a few companies interested in doing advertising on the website, but then I thought you can have adverts everywhere, and you click on another link and then you click on and you're not going to get to see any of the history. You're just going to see advert after advert, and that's not what you want. Also, I could apply for community grants, and I have been involved with projects in the past that have applied for community grants, and just the money's gone and really wasted, basically, in some respects. Not all things, not all community grants. Of course, it wouldn't be wasted if it was spent on this project, but I feel that you should go to other more needy projects in Cambridge. So I came across this other idea of setting up a little shop, and it has gained quite a bit of interest. Now this shop, keeping with the history theme, is all retro stuff. Once again, I do apologise for my coughing. So you can get books, so like Doctor Who books, vinyl records. This is the homepage. You may come and click on MO different because there's always stuff being added, but you got different kinds of things. You got publications. So if you open publications, you can pick books, newspapers, magazines, sports programs, comics, leaflets and booklets, all retro ones, and autographs. So you can go through them. So let's go to sports programs. So if you click on that, so you got all different football programs, but it's not just football it's going to be on. There's all going to be a range of different kinds of sports programs slowly going up. Old newspapers. These, of course, will be local to Cambridge. Got Cambridge Evening News, Cambridge First on there, and also village newspapers like Village Magazine newspapers, but also national ones from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. They're all going to be popping up in there at some point. Magazines, loads of different. These highly collectible. I've never seen a full set of Storyteller anywhere with all the cassette tapes with it in very high good condition, and they sell for a lot more than what we're asking for them as well. So that's the only complete set I've ever seen. Then I've got comics. Do apologise for my. So I got comics here. Let's skip forward a bit to comics and original Transformer comics as well. So from the 1980s, hundreds of them. And of course autographs, leaflets and booklets. So you can get an Eastern Gas Board Cambridge District receipt for somebody's gas cooker, or a menu of a meal, or a leaflet of a school event that took place, or a first aid leaflet from 1981. I wouldn't recommend following the information on it though. But that's happening. DVDs, got loads of DVDs, so all different kinds. So you can either just look through the whole lot, or you can look at classic movies, classic comedy, classic television, classic children programs, documentaries, transport, music. And then we've got vinyl. At the moment, we've only got vinyl singles going up. They're slowly going up, but we've got loads of LPs popping up on there very soon. And of course, clothing is just T-shirts with Cambridge Historian on them. And of course, you can get downloads. There's going to be some downloads, and you can actually download the Cambridge Historian live theme by Jason Bruce, currently at the moment completely free for a limited time only. So those are some of the things available in the store. And when you buy something, the money goes to help the project. So of course, anything that's on top of what comes in is to help keep Cambridge Historian going. So please do have a check for it. You might see something you like.
Indeed.
Hopefully, I've sold that now.
Yeah, I mean,
I was trying not to cop through half of it.
you did well. I mean, the site itself, you say, is to support the Cambridge Historian page, and actually,
yeah, well, it's basically.
First of all, I want to say one thing. First of all, Cambridge Historian is a labour of love for you, and it looks like the same care and attention is taken with the shop as well. So congratulations in that, and this is the first time you've overtly promoted it.
Yeah, well, what it is I've tried other ways and other means. And, you look at, I've been involved with so many community projects in Cambridge, and you look at how some succeed and some fail, because that's what life's like. Some succeed, some fail, and where other ones have gone wrong, well, they should have done this. And I feel this project, although it was my own personal thing to share Cambridge history, but basically the interest is making it grow bigger, make it grow into something much bigger than what I set out to be. Right. And that, because of that, it needs money. Now I'm thinking, do I take money off a community grant, and there's some like mental health place that needs help, or somebody who helps support disabilities? Now to me, that's more important than what I need. It could basically, the website will still remain, but there's not that little bit of extra money to push into it. It would never disappear. Do you see what I mean? So I feel they're more important. And I'm not going to stick loads of company adverts over it, even though I've had companies approach me for advertising. I just feel I've noticed people's comments about other websites, like I'm sick of your I'm sick of your website because every time I click on it, I can't read nothing because all I see is adverts. And I'm thinking I don't want I'd pop up things, and I don't want that neither, because that defeats the whole project. Now I sat there and thought, how can we basically keep the history alive and somebody gain something for doing that? So not only, say for instance you picked up the Clockwork Orange book there, that's on the bottom of the screen, is the last thing that's been added. So you've always wanted that book, you've got a copy of it, you've brought it, you're sitting there, you're reading it, you're enjoying it. But not only are you enjoying this book that you've got, you're giving something back, because the money, little bit of extra that's made on that, which is not much, only a tiny fraction, goes in the pot to help support the project.
Yeah. So you win by buying something which is difficult to obtain, and you win because you're actually supporting the website.
It's a win-win situation. And you're also winning where it's a win-win-win situation, because it's a win-win because you're winning because you've got something that you've maybe always wanted. We're winning because the money's helping support, keep the project going, and also win for the community because the money that we're not asking the community grants for is going to help another project. So you're really in two ways. It's helping the community grant system and the project.
Right. Okay. Shall we have a pop quiz?
Yeah, let's go for it now. After I can say something if anybody special. Right, our vinyl records, we've got different ones. We're gonna have like some big name albums on there, like Sergeant Pepper and all that kind of things. But it shows you, just to give people an idea how random the stuff is. So it's best to look for it. You think, oh, he's probably just got Sergeant Pepper, or I've already got a copy of that, or such and such, and Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. It's that kind of thing. There's nothing really that stands out to me. Well, want something odd? Well, we could even sell you a copy of EastEnders Sing Along. There you go.
Wow.
So not that many people would want it, but it shows you the random. It shows you the random, that there's random of the things that are available. So you never know what you might get. So it's always worth checking it out.
Totally. Right. Would you like to stop sharing your screen and I'll share mine?
Yeah, hold on, I'll take that away. I forgot all about that.
Right.
There you go.
That disappeared. And I'm going to share my screen. This is the pop quiz, where you can play along with us and pit your pop knowledge against our pop knowledge. And I'm sharing my screen. Yeah, I've got it. So there's our pop quiz screen. Say that slowly. And this is due to Trivia Plaza. What we're going to do is we're going to bring that full screen, and Fonz and I will be here microphone only. So play along with us. We have a reasonable record, but in 1 week somebody got 10 out of 10. So let's see what happens.
That wasn't us.
No, it wasn't us. It wasn't us. So we're going to bring it full screen. So there's the pop quiz, and we're going to press play. And question number 1: who had a hit with this song? The song is Neanderthal Man, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Rare Earth, Hot Legs, or Ray Stevens?
I've never heard of Hot Legs. Who are Hot Legs? Are they like Top of the Pops? No, that was Legs and Co, weren't it?
No, they're not Top of the Pops. I mean, it's Neanderthal Man. It was definitely 70s. Creedence Clearwater Revival, Rare Earth, Ray Stevens, or Hot Legs? Who are you going to plump for?
Who, me? I don't know. No, not Ray Stevens. Rare Earth.
You're going to go for Rare Earth. Any guesses from, if you're watching us now, you can type in your guess. And the options are Creedence Clearwater Revival, Rare Earth, Hot Legs, or Ray Stevens. And we'll wait 10 seconds. Now, I actually know the answers to this one, and I'll tell
I
you
bet
why.
it's hot legs. I bet it's hot legs after all that.
It is. It is in fact hot legs, right? And I'll tell you for why. Hot legs came before a band known as 10cc.
Oh, right, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, and John's got a guess, and 10cc had it with this. Yeah, hot legs became 10cc. Right,
Cool.
so
I don't
John's
mind
on the ball.
Dreadlock Holiday in it.
That's it. Yeah.
It,
Right.
it is an interesting fact about. I don't know if you know. I'm Not in Love by
10cc.
TC and 10cc. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, I read on a website. I don't know how true it is. If there's any 10cc fans out there, the woman in it who does the voiceover goes, "Big boys don't cry" and all that.
Yeah.
Actually, was just a random lady that they just got in the
Oh, right.
studio to do it. I don't
Oh,
know
we're
if
in.
that's true. I don't know if
Right.
that's true or not. I just want to know if it is true. I got told that.
Okay. Right, and on with question number 2. Ball of confusion. That's what the world is today. Was it Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Norman Greenbaum, Cat Stevens, or The Temptations?
You sure this song isn't set for today? They didn't see the future.
Well, Norman Greenbaum is Spirit in the Sky.
The Sky. Cat Stevens is like
Wonderful
all that.
World.
Yeah, Wild World. I'm trying.
Yeah.
You know, when you think of it, First Cut is the deepest. Father and Son, that kind of. Your mind goes blank for a second, don't it? Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young is Our House. That's the only song I know by them.
Okay.
So I'm guessing the Temptations.
Right, we're going to go with anybody going to. If you got a comment, put it in now. I don't know how long the comments are actually taking to arrive. We're going to have to sort of gauge that. But if you could post a comment, say which of the 4 you think it is. CSNY will do for Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Norman Greenbaum, Cat Stevens, or The Temptations, and we're going with Fonz and The Temptations.
Yeah,
Well done. Well done.
It's process of elimination, isn't it?
It is. Right,
if you get it right.
Do you want to do song 3?
No, I'll let you. All
right, I'll do the voiceover for the songs.
Okay. Yeah. And I did a rubbish guessing.
Mr. Bojangles, was it Neil Diamond, Joe Cocker, Ray Stevens, or the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band? This is 1970s. Joe Cocker with a little help from my friends. Ray Stevens, don't know.
Yeah.
I'm torn between 2.
Yeah. Oh dear. That's I don't think it's Joe Cocker.
Right. Okay. Just take a question from John. Isn't Cat Stevens called Yusuf Islam? Yes, he is. But back in the day, he was Cat Stevens. I think he just did a recent release under Cat Stevens. But
was he using Cat Stevens? His name?
I don't know. Well, right. Okay. Anyway, who are we going for on song number 3?
I can go Nitty Gritty.
You want to go the Nitty Gritty band?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Idea. I would go with Ray Stevens, but let's go with the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. And you're right.
Hey, there you go.
Good call.
Sometimes it's good. Do you know, like sometimes they say that you should follow your instinct, and that was a time.
Instinctive. Yeah. And John's saying Robbie Williams. Right. Probably. Okay. Fine. And song 4. Who had hit with this song? The Love You Save. Was it the Jackson? Right. Okay. Jackson 5, Neil Diamond, Joe Cocker, or the T-Set?
I don't know, but I know the song in my head, and I'm trying to think who's singing it.
The Love You Save is equal to the Love You Gave.
No, that's a Beatles song.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. Oh no, you got me thinking what that song is.
All right. Okay. Now it's a ball of confusion around here as we're trying to work out the answer to question 4. We need some help. Do we know who the T-Set are? Because
I always thought that was the original name for Pink Floyd, because that's what they called the T-Set.
Right. Okay.
Oh, that's off Abbey Road. Abbey Road. The Love You Save. Going to carry that weight. The end, and carry
the end. Yeah. John is plumping for the Jackson 5. Shall we go with it?
Yeah, I'll go with him. And I'll go with the end, the bit that you sung by the Beatles off Abbey Road.
Jackson 5, correct. Well played, John.
Yeah.
So there we have it on screen. John got that correct. Brilliant. Right, it's all in the game. Van Morrison, the Four Tops, Fleetwood Mac, or Diana Ross. Oh,
It's Four Tops, I think.
you think it's Four Tops?
Yeah.
It's
Van
all in the game.
Van Morrison, I don't know if people think he sounds very similar to Mick Jagger.
Right.
No, nobody else thinks that. No, okay.
Right. And John, who are you going with? We'll wait until the votes are in. It doesn't sound like Diana Ross, does it?
No.
And John's going with the Four Tops.
Yeah.
Well, it seems to be on a roll. Do we stick with John?
Yeah, that's what I said, the Four Tops. So, yeah.
That's John and yourself going for the Four Tops.
Yeah.
And you're correct.
Yeah.
Okay. 6 of 10 questions. Right.
Everything is beautiful in
that's the
some way.
Sorry, I'll take the Four Tops off the screen. Ross, Stevie Wonder, Ray Stevens, or Fleetwood Mac?
I can't imagine Diana Ross or Fleetwood Mac singing this.
No, I've got to go with that.
Yeah.
So
it's either Stevie Wonder or Ray Stevens, and it's definitely not Stevie Wonder. So it's Ray Stevens.
Right. So we're going to take this one on our own, unless John gets a vote in quickly. Because you're batting well, John. And we're just waiting.
Yeah, he agrees.
Okay. John agrees. So Ray Stevens, 6 out of 6. How's that?
I think that's the song halfway through. It's got loads of kids singing on it as well.
That's right. Yeah. It has. It's got a catchy line, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing about songs. You get these songs with really complicated chords and musics in it, and you don't find them become big hits. You find the easy songs with like 3 chords in them actually, because it's the catchy bit in it, like everything is beautiful.
Yeah. Right. You can't get a hook out of "She Came In Through the Bathroom Window," though.
That's actually off Abbey Road by the Beatles as well, which is quite funny that we mentioned that earlier. But obviously they're not on there. No. And they weren't singing that in the 70s.
Right. And I can't see it being the Supremes.
Not that song, no. Or the Temptations.
We're waiting for John. So it's either got to be. Are we going with a Nitty Gritty Band?
I was going to say Joe Cocker.
You're going to say Joe Cocker. Okay.
Yeah, I can actually imagine him singing that.
All right, waiting for John's vote. And it will come through. We've got a lag between what we're seeing here. And thank you to Trivia Plaza for actually arranging these quizzes, which we're delighted to be able to play on Anything Goes every Tuesday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. in the UK. And right, a vote in from John, and he's going I Can Tina Turner. Well, that's not helpful.
They might have sung it though.
Right, we're going to go with the Nitty Gritty Band then. I
was going to go Joe Cocker, but you
go. No, we'll go with Joe Cocker. We'll go with Joe Cocker. Correct. See, my intuition that you would be correct and I wouldn't. Okay.
Now this one's impossible. We never work this one out.
No,
it's Doctor and the Medics.
Spirit in the Sky. Is it Santana, Norman Greenbaum, the Temptations, or the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band?
Or Gareth Gates as well. I think he did it.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, we're talking about the original in the 70s. Oh, yeah. So we can disqualify Gareth Gates.
I thought this song was 1969.
But it became a hit in 70.
Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah.
That's right. So I think we're all agreed on this one.
Yeah.
That it is Norman Greenbaum.
Yeah, definitely is.
Okay. Okay. Who had a hit with this? Solitary Man? Neil Diamond, CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Ray Stevens, or Santana? Solitary Man.
I'd say Neil Diamond.
I would plump for Neil Diamond too.
Yeah.
And John?
But you never know.
No, you don't. I mean, the weirdest things can happen. But most of I can't remember it as being one of CCR's hits.
No, I can't imagine them singing it.
Or Santana. Or Santana, to pronounce it correctly.
Sultanen.
Right, okay. And John's vote is going Neil. He says Neil sang it.
Yeah, but what Neil? What Neil was he talking about? Is he talking about the same Neil we're talking about?
Yeah,
is he talking about? Is he talking about Neil down the pub who does the karaoke?
Right, we're going to go Neil Diamond, and
Yeah,
that's two. Okay, so we're batting well. Right, Chestnut Mare.
Oh,
well, it can't be Neil Diamond.
it might be Neil Diamond. You don't know, do you?
Sorry, I'll read it again. Chestnut Mare. Was it Santana, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Neil Diamond, or the Birds?
Oh, I don't. I'm gonna. It's not the Birds.
No, the Birds was Dylan era, wasn't it? Around about that time.
Yeah.
I can't see them.
I can't. They were very psychedelic, guitar jingly, kind of 60s end of. Yeah, groovy baby. then
Neil Diamond we've had.
Nitty gritty. There's a mouthful, isn't it? Go nitty gritty band. So it's
we have
it's the Birds. That's what John's saying. We might be wrong for once.
John's got 4 out of 4, so we'll go with
him.
We'll go with John.
We'll go with him. We're trusted.
And he's right again.
He's right. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that. I thought they were excellent.
There we have it.
10 out of 10.
We've got 10 out of 10, and we keep John's picture there because he was responsible for most of the 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Well done, John. Well played.
I wouldn't have got the Birds one.
No, I wouldn't. That would have spoilt it. We wouldn't have got excellent if it hadn't been for John.
Mm.
Oh, it was good. Okay, so I'm going to take that down off screen, and we got, because of John, we got the A for excellent. So that's the result.
Good start to the new year.
It is. We're off with a 10 out of 10. Right. Okay. So, where do we go after that? Anything goes. We can do anything. If you've got any requests. Oh, right. Okay. Now, on the last show we did, which was December 10th.
Really? Was that long ago?
Yeah. We had the debut of the Again song. Now, what I want to know, has it gone viral yet?
No. I've actually had hate mail. No, I haven't really.
Well, sing it again.
No, I can't even remember it. Oh, a lot's happened to me since then.
I know.
Yeah. A lot of things happened. I've come grandfather again for the second time.
Congratulations.
On Boxing Day. And then a week later, I find out I'm going to be a granddad again by one of my different children. So I've got 2 grandchildren at the moment and another one on the way. Well, and I'm only 21.
Grandchildren keep you young and on your toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's funny because my oldest grandchild, Joe, was in the hospital with me, going to see his sister. And everybody goes, "Oh, you got a lovely son now." I go, "That's not my son. That's my grandson." And I'm going to go and visit my granddaughter.
Yeah, that's what happens when you look so young. You see, that's where you've got it. Yeah. Right.
It's women's makeup. It's that stuff they put on their face at night.
Don't give all your secrets away.
Oil of Ulay, you know. That's not really.
Right. Right. Okay. And from John. What song are these lyrics taken from? Takes 2 to know, takes 2 to know, takes 2 to know.
Oh, no. Oh, I know you can hear it in your head and you can't think what it is.
Yeah.
Oh. I hate that when people.
Yeah, it goes round and round, and you're trying to locate the lyrics somewhere.
The rest of the lyrics, you can hear that little bit, and you're trying to work out what the rest is.
Takes two to know.
I know it. On Arnold Lane by Pink Floyd.
Ah, right. Okay.
Am I right? What he's saying? Takes two to know.
John?
Arnold Lane, because he's seen that. Yeah.
So it's on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's Arnold Lane. I know it. Yeah, it's Syd Barrett.
Yeah.
Takes two to see if he can confirm that it is Arnold Lane. Arnold Lane is actually a real person, but his name wasn't really Arnold Lane, and was a guy in Sturton Street, Cambridge, who used to nick women's underwear off the washing line.
Yeah.
And go home and dress up in it. So I can't say his real name.
No.
I know who he really is, but because of family thing and rest of the family is still connected to Cambridge. So, but he is a real person. He won't relate to me. That's one thing you need to know.
Got it. Right. So you won that challenge as well. So
I don't actually have to think about it. It was there in my head. I could hear Syd Barrett going two to know, and I was thinking, God, what is that song?
Brilliant. Right. Okay.
I'd been in a nightmare if I got that wrong, wouldn't it?
You never lived it down, so I'm glad that you did.
And the funny thing is, what you don't realise, he actually had a little hidden bit in there when he said it's on the Wall album by Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
I wonder if he noticed that.
I don't know. Perhaps he did. Oh, I've got another comment. Okay, and Johnny's saying, on Lane, it's not the same. Takes two to know. Takes two to know. Two to know.
Why can't you see?
Why can't you? Right. Okay.
Basically, because he's dressed up in front of a mirror in women's underwear. As you do.
Right. Now, we're bringing back Arnold here, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go out on location and have a look around, see what we can find, and also invite other people to see what they can find.
Yeah, if we do a promo video asking for people to send in their photos or videos, and yeah,
I don't know if people see my project that I was part of in 2015, or 5 years ago now, when I went round Cambridge, and there's 10 videos of just with a I keep thinking I'm going to show you the camera that I used, and I keep forgetting to do it, and I'm hoping I've got it here.
Okay.
I have. So this is the little camera that I used. Yeah. On it. Just walked around with this. You can see it's a bit battered and old now, but it still works, funny enough. But it's a flip, and this thing was brilliant back in 2005 because I walk around just going like this and filming bits and bobs and then putting them up, and just left it there. And looking at it when I put it through my new YouTube page, that actually how some of the things have changed. It's even got University Arms Hotel before it was knocked down, why it's been knocked down, and it shows you why it's important to document where you live. But the thing is, not only did I do that, I've actually found footage that I didn't put in to those 10 parts, and loads of photos. So what I'm thinking about is making another special carrying on from it is re-look at all that film, because I've still got it all, edit it about a little bit, and add in as well photos and all the extra film that I haven't used in them, and basically revisit 2015 and basically use better technology
So,
now than what I had back then.
so director's cut.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, it's like a revisit of 2015 with loads of extras. So you've seen what I did do in the original 10, but loads of other stuff around it. So rebranding it, really bringing it up to date. And
Brilliant.
but I can't believe some of the photos I took as part after places that are no longer there. And this is only 5 years ago. 5 years, and so much has changed. So that's why it's good for people.
Yeah. Things change so quickly.
That's why it's good for people to go out and do where they live, like a little video. Yeah. We had a little video. If they can't do a little video, take some photos and send them to us. Because we could do a special. I live here. Every year, do a review.
I mean, we'd love.
Carry on. I keep butting into you.
I mean, we would love a tour of. We'd love it. So it's okay. We'd love a tour of Solihull or Birmingham. Just a hint there to somebody who might be watching. And you never know when you're going to see yourself in a video. And yesterday I saw myself and John in a video. And we've become.
Oh, someone's unplugged him. Needs to slip 50p in the meter, I think. Hopefully he'll come back up in a minute. But yeah, it shows you how things can change quite dramatically in such a short space of time. And it's good to be somebody who actually puts towards recording what is there for people in the future to look at. I don't know if you can see me or him. If you could let us know which one you can see. But I certainly can't see Stephen at the moment. He's back. He's back.
I have to refresh. Shall we sign off for now and come back?
Yeah.
Over to you.
Yeah. Hope everybody had a good Christmas, and hope you're keeping up to your New Year's resolution.
Indeed.
I'm trying to. I've always been a bit of a binge eater and junk, eating loads of junk, and so I'm trying to eat healthier. And now I'm not getting any younger. Now that I'm going to be a grandparent 3 times over.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's my thing, and I'm keeping to it so far. So hopefully everybody's keeping up to theirs, and it's great to be back. And of course, it's a new decade as well. So welcome to the 20s.
Indeed, the roaring 20s.
20s, yeah.
Bye from Wiltshire.
Bye.